Last month, multiple players on the Squad subreddit discovered a pretty game-breaking bug that basically makes it so that your stability and your weapon sway when you're aim down sights with scopes is entirely dependent on how much FPS you have. So for instance, if you have lower FPS, your sway on your weapon scope will be significantly higher than somebody who has, say, 90 to 120 frames. And the differences in these comparisons that people were sharing on the Squad subreddit are insanely telling. I mean, it is pretty game-breaking how bad this bug is. You would think with a bug this bad that it would be a massive priority for OWI to get this thing solved. It has been over a month now, and we have gotten multiple announcements from OWI saying that they know about the issue and they're working on fixing it, but over a month later and we still have no solution. Now, bug fixes can take time, and I'm willing to give them the benefit of doubt that they are really trying to solve this issue and they want to create a solution here. So I'm willing to be patient as much as I want this problem to be solved. However, a little less than a week ago, other players on the Squad community subreddit have found another game-breaking bug. This time it involves armor and their damage values. How it works is basically when you're facing a general cardinal direction, so north, east, west, or south, you take the normal amount of armor damage. But if you're not facing that direction, so say southeast, northeast, southwest, etc., and you take damage, you can receive up to 30% less damage. And this also can affect armor penetration value. So if you're in an Abrams and you're not facing one of the primary cardinal directions, it can make it so that you can take up to 30% less damage, or they just won't pen your front armor on an Abrams or just other armored vehicle. There's this great post on the Squad subreddit that breaks down all of the Abrams values as well as other vehicles. I'll link it here just for your reference. But this is just game breaking. I mean, how on earth is there this many problems in the game and the community is the ones that are solving them? Like, has affected thousands upon thousands of games. When you lose an armor duel, how do you know that you actually lost it, or wasn't just a bug based on the direction that the enemies are facing? I've played Squad for a very long time. I'm used to all the bugs. If you've been playing Squad for any considerable amount of time, you'll know that it is a just inherently buggy game with a lot of very small, little, fidgety things that you just have to get used to dealing with all the time. This is why on my last talking video, I dedicate kind of the whole section to why I think OWI needs to prioritize doing a better job of making bug fixes a priority and optimization issues. Just to top all of this off, a few hours after this post was made public on Reddit talking about the armor damages being affected by the different cardinal directions, another post pops up talking about the new MGS Striker that just came out 2 updates ago. The basic Woodland MGS Striker, when you shoot it in the side of the turret, it doesn't take hull damage. But the Desert Camo version of the MGS Striker, when you hit it on the side of the turret, it does take hull damage. It is amazing that in such a short time span, a month time span, that so many community members were able to come together and help find these problems with the game. Literal game-breaking stuff. You kind of wonder how it wasn't actually discovered sooner. But props to all these guys who found all these issues. I will be posting their names along with their clips that I used in this video, as well as I'll leave a link to the original Reddit post in the description, because these guys did do all the work in finding these game-breaking issues, and massive props to them for taking the time out of their day to do that. I just wanted to take the time to sit here and just document how bad this has gotten. OWI has just kind of left the polished go in terms of a lot of these updates. It seems to be just more, let's get more content up there, let's get more people, we have rising player numbers, let's not worry about this stuff. But then at the meantime, they leave game-breaking issues that are just ruining gameplay constantly. And I think that this needs to be a real priority, and that this needs to be focused on more, and that this needs to be fixed in a timely manner. This Weapon sway glitch has already been going on for more than a month that we've known about it, and has been going on since the ICO, which has been almost 5 months ago. It is absurd that it's in this game this long, and then we have 2 more bugs which haven't even been acknowledged by OWI yet. So the question is, how long are they going to take to fix it? How long are they going to let these bugs sit in the game? Because historically, they've let these bugs sit for insanely long periods of time. There's been armor bugs similar to this one that have been left in the game and just let sit for years upon years without getting any work done to them. There's been the double penetration glitch with lats where you can just get one tap with a BMP with like a hat and stuff like that were in the game for years, and as far as I know, either they were patched out silently or they just aren't as big of a deal anymore. I know that it's easy for me to sit here and point the finger at OWI while I'm just sitting here talking to a monitor, but this is just ridiculous for a game that has been out of alpha, out of beta for years, and is still has all these issues. Please, OWI, focus on the bug fixes. Focus on the optimization. It is the main thing hurting this game right now. Otherwise, I do think SWAT is in a relatively decent place right now if it wasn't for all these issues. And I think once OWI does get around to ironing it out, it will be a much better experience for everybody. But who knows when that will be? 3 more weeks, 3 more years, who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully this was pretty informative, and now you know why you might be losing armor duels. Anyway, I'll see you next time.